What up, watch peeps? I had been contemplating saving up and going for one of the new solar Cartier tanks. I know, a huge departure from my usual, but that was kind of the point. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. Plus, I have to admit, I really like the idea of wearing a Cartier with a t-shirt and Crocs in true GFY style. So today I have what I was thinking would be a good practice watch to see if I'd really like wearing something like a tank. So I found another really cool off-the-wall Armitron, so let's take a look. I'm Pete, and we are Chillin' with Watches. Wrist check, of course, the burnt orange HH3. I just never want to take this off. This watch is killer. You guys might not know, fully articulating links. Even the bracelet is comfortable. But we got to check this out today. You guys know, every once in a while, I like to check out a new Armitron. They definitely fall into the fun, affordable category, but they've been putting out some really cool kind of vintage inspired pieces if they're not directly pulled from their vintage catalog. And if you guys know, my buddy Joe is a Armitron ambassador. So I am going to put his Instagram handle up here because I used his discount code to buy this piece. I just wanted to check this out and share it with you guys real quick. Oh man, look how cool that is. This is called the Grand. And I think after using the discount code, it was down to like 36 bucks, 40 bucks with shipping. Oh, this is so neat. Just a cool little grandpa style. You know, I like a grandpa style watch. Look at that. I wanted to see if I could pull off wearing, you know, kind of dressy little square watch, you know, with my normal attire of sneakers and t-shirts. So I thought this would be a great piece to try that out with. And man, it is really cool looking. There's like 3 different models. There's a gold one with all gold with a black dial, and I think there's an all stainless with a blue dial. Definitely check those out. But Armitrons are cool in what they do. They do all stainless steel cases, bracelets, clasps. They don't do plastic cases like you'll find on many of the Casios at this price range. It's just a really neat little day date. Let's take a look at that dial because it is a brushed dial, if you can see that there. There's a protective plastic on here. Let's get that out of the way first. Yeah, take a look at that dial. There's a really nice subtle brushing to the dial. Really cool little grandpa hands. There's the day date. Flips like a Seiko. Done by 4 a.m. So we got 6. Trying to see how easy it is to get into the date, and it's not bad. Doesn't take a whole lot of turns either, too. It might be only quick set on the date. I wonder if you gotta keep flipping it to set the days. Because when I turned it the other direction, it didn't flip. But what are you gonna do for 30 bucks? Really cool looking piece, and you know, uses one of these standard kind of infinitely adjustable clasps that you find on Casios a lot of times. So you just kind of pry this guy up, and then you're able to slide this around to wherever you want, and then you just kind of press it back down in place. Definitely appears to be quick set date only, not day, but as I was flipping through and I got to Sunday, I saw I had a red Sunday like Seiko, so I wanted to show you that real quick. Going over the dimensions, we are looking at a case that is 31 millimeters across with a 37.3 millimeter lug to lug, and it comes in at a very thin 8.8 millimeters thick, and it has a very standard 18 millimeter lug width. Going over some of the other specs, we are looking at an acrylic crystal, or at least some kind of plastic that will buff out. Good choice here, keeping with the retro, better than mineral. There's no lume, as it is a dress watch, and it is running a Japanese day-date quartz movement, as you saw with that red Sunday. Case back states 100 feet of water resistance. The website says 165. I'm going to be safe and go with the lower number of 100 feet. And on this bracelet, it comes in at a very wearable 59 grams. Let's take a look at it on wrist. So here it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. As you can see, it's not a big watch, not supposed to be. It is a vintage inspired kind of dress watch. Its 31mm case is a very decent and reasonable size for this style. Very grandpa style. I don't know if you guys are into that or not, but it is fun. So let's take a look at it side by side, a few other watches. First up, we have the other Armitron, the Rubik, which is actually 34mm across, but does look slightly smaller, I think, because of the semi-octagonal shape of the case. Next up, we have the Timex Pac-Man, which is 34.5 across. This one you can see it has maybe a little more wrist presence than the Armitron, but it doesn't look like it's 3mm larger. Again, you know, squares are hard to judge. A smaller square will wear like a larger watch. Lastly, I have my 36mm Explorer here, just so you can compare it to something more traditional. And I think you can see as a 31 wears pretty similar to a 36 round watch. There you have it, the Armitron Grand. Fun little retro watch. I went two-tone because I think it exaggerates the grandpa look even more. I think I could definitely get used to wearing something like this. I'd encourage you to get out of your comfort zone as well, because you never know what you might find out. Alright, before I let you go, sneaker check. I'm wearing my green check Vans because they look ridiculous with a two-tone watch and a Captain Crunch t-shirt. And that's it, I'm out. If it's not too much trouble, please like, subscribe, and come back next time. Peace.